Hello, happy solar eclipse. I am here in Charleston, in South Carolina. I've got an event this Saturday, Mystical Connections. You can join for free online if you want to join me. So I'm here and I wanted to take the moment to really honor this eclipse. And so if you're watching live, we are connecting in with the energy of this eclipse. And if you're watching in replay in the future, then I will be holding this meditation so you can connect in with the solar eclipse where you are right now. So I just want to check that you guys can hear me okay. If you can just let me know in the chat. That would be great. Hi, Shannon. So we will begin in just a moment. I'll be leading us in a meditation. And just letting a few people come in. Yep, you can hear me. I'm going to just check. I'm going to play some music. I just want to check that the music is going to work for us. And so just checking you can hear me with the music before I begin. Just letting me know in the comments, and then we will begin. Wonderful. So we are here on this really significant eclipse. It is a solar eclipse. Eclipses just generally are really, really powerful portals. I know some of you will be familiar with this information, some not, but it's a good reminder. We are currently in a super, super powerful eclipse. Eclipses are really considered catalysts for change. They amplify the energies that we are already feeling, and they really set the stage for deep shifts personally, within our relationships, and also within the collective. And I really want to just acknowledge where we are individually, but also collectively right now as a planet. And Rachel, yeah, we will begin in just a moment. And I recommend you lay down or sit down, whatever feels good for you. Let it be nourishing. Let whatever is going to make you receive the meditation even more and receive a message for this eclipse. So where we are collectively right now as a planet is, it is heartbreaking. I do believe that we are going through a collective dark night of the soul and a possible rebirth for humanity. But it does require us to keep our hearts open and to really reach for the healing thread that we hold for the healing of humanity. From my personal perspective, this isn't about healing the earth. The earth doesn't need us to survive. We need her. And it is our wake-up call, I believe. We have become so separate and divisive against each other. And it is urgent that we all find a way back to each other, find a way back to the earth, find a way back to ourselves. And the best way I know to find our way back to each other is to find a way back to ourselves, to find a way back to our body, and to find a way back to the earth. I believe that if you track all the way back through our ancient ancestors, there are indigenous earth-based traditions which really revere the earth as mother and the cosmos as an interconnected part of us, or us as an interconnected part of the cosmos. It is really easy to see significant cosmic events, astrological events, as like these things that are separate from us, or even like it's like separate in the stars. But the thing we have to remember is that the earth is part of the cosmos. And we are all interconnected in that way. And so, if we can return to ourselves, return to our bodies, return to the earth, and make our way back to the goddess, I would say, to the original mother, we will see that we all came from her. And it is time that we embrace that connection once more. With the situation around the world, I can see Elena says you're really feeling it with so much war going on, and it's almost Jewish New Year. Yes, totally. Um, I really would invite us to. You can dedicate this meditation to yourself if you want. I'd invite us to all dedicate a part of it, at least, to the like a real shift happening on this planet. I do believe that there is light within every single corner of the world, and there are good people in all corners of society, all groups, all systems. And so, my invitation for us is to use this eclipse for that to awaken within us individually, within us societally, within us culturally, and within us individually. So I will begin in a moment. Lovely, Betty. That's a great lunch break thing to do. So the solar eclipse in particular, I do find really powerful in it, it can help us connect in with our inner power. That's my experience of it at all times that I've experienced an eclipse. It does feel like it's a stepping into. It's that solar energy, right? As opposed to the lunar eclipse. The lunar eclipse seems to be more about what's hidden, what's underground, and then the solar is about what is rising, like the rising of the sun, and how are we being called to step forth. And so we'll be connecting in with that as well in this meditation. This solar eclipse, we are in the sign of Libra as well, which is about reckoning, rebalancing, harmony, beauty. And so I think it's a beautiful, beautiful opportunity for us to transmit peace as well, transmit guided, courageous action within all corners of society. So that is my invitation for us. I really want you to see this as, rather than if you are having a difficult time or you're feeling a lot of energy, especially in this instance where we've just come out of a lunar eclipse and now, boom, we're back into a solar eclipse here. If things are shifting within you, if your heart's hurting, if you're kind of like, oh, I'm really called to step forward now, but I don't quite know exactly how, let's devote this meditation to that. And my invitation for you is to not feel like a victim to the energy of the eclipse, rather recognize, and I'll be facilitating this in this meditation, recognize that we are not separate from the cosmos. The cosmos is us, right down to our cells, right down to our bones. We literally are made up of ancient exploded stars. So we're not separate from the stars, and the stars are not separate from us, from the top of our heads to the right down to our bones. So yeah, this isn't about like, oh, how can I sidestep or shape shift this eclipse energy. This is about embracing it, going through it in order to be reborn, to be alchemized, to let this energy move us. So that's my invitation for you. How does that sound? We are about to begin the meditation, Heather. I think it'll be probably about 15 minutes long, all up. Yes. Okay. So taking a moment now to place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. And I'm going to begin playing our beautiful music now. If it feels good, closing your eyes, slowing down your breath. And as we are gathered collectively here, and acknowledging those who have been affected by Hurricane Helene as well, 100%, not leaving anyone out. Okay, so in the center of your heart, imagine a beautiful flower and inviting that flower to open now, petal by petal, revealing a light in the middle. This light is your soul, your ancient self, the inextinguishable part of you, the part of you that chose to be here on this planet, in this body, in your ancestral line at this time. And what a time you chose to come. Beautiful. Slowing down your breath. Really feeling your senses. So what do you smell? What are you seeing? Maybe with your eyes closed, like just notice the darkness. Noticing all of your senses and feeling your connection to your body. Inviting your soul to drop in even more than before. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Imagining us all in circle now and sensing the person on your left and sending your love, your devotion, your support and peace, compassionate heart to them. And receiving these qualities from the person on your right. Beautiful. Sending your love, compassion, peace, support, gratitude to the person on your right. And receiving these qualities from the person on your left now as well. Deepening your breath and receiving more and more fully. Dropping deeper and deeper into the cells of your body. These cells made of ancient exploding stars. Connected to the cosmos, connected to all of humanity, connected to the earth, connected to the sacred waters of this planet that are even more ancient than this planet. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Beautiful. And now I want you to join me in connecting in with the energy of this solar eclipse, associated with the energy of rebirth and new beginnings. Beautiful. Together as well, acknowledging the spirits and custodians of the land where you are, where I am, known and unknown. Connecting the earth and the earth of your body with the cosmic nature of this eclipse, this solar eclipse. The sun, of course, provides our planet with so much life force, so much energy, warmth, abundance. It helps us grow, it helps the plants grow. It keeps us alive. And in this moment in time, during a solar eclipse, it is cloaked in shadow for a few moments. And in these few moments, we witness this powerful life force, this powerful light being hidden. And knowing that we're not separate from the cosmos. And so as the cosmos changes, we do too. What is this eclipse changing within you? Breathing deeply and picturing the sun's rays being cloaked in shadow. Picturing what it looks like at the beginning of an eclipse, and then imagining the eclipse happening, the light barely escaping from behind the shadow of the new moon. In this case, it's in Libra. Justice and fairness and the scales and beauty and harmony, rebalancing. We ask that this eclipse and this new moon rebalance us individually, rebalance us as a species, as a planet, collectively. Breathing deeply, connecting with the energy of this solar eclipse that you are under and in this planet, in this body, at this very unique time that your soul chose to come. Breathing deeply. And then just contemplating in the center of your heart, what is this eclipse inviting forth within you? What is this eclipse inviting forth within you? Is there a theme that has been emerging for you in this eclipse? In the lead up to this eclipse? What has been changing within you? How are you changing? What has been hidden that maybe now is being revealed? Breathing deeply. Allowing the codes of this eclipse to inform you, to transform you. What new beginning is this eclipse inviting you to embrace? What are you being called to do? If you were feeling courageous, what would you do? If this eclipse had a message for you, if it was to speak, this solar eclipse, what would it say? What is this eclipse changing within you? Breathing deeply. Now imagining all of us now standing in circle again, feeling your connection to each other, seeing us as this web of light, our lights being our souls, our ancient selves, our souls connected to the intelligent pulse of the cosmos. Inviting this light to get a little bit brighter now. And as it gets a little bit brighter, feeling the presence of those who are gathered alongside you, lighting up too. And feel how, as you turn your light on, as you courageously keep your heart open, front and back, as you turn towards the person on your left and the person on your right, makes it easier for their light to be switched on too. And as you keep your heart open, it doesn't mean it's actually impossible to avoid the grief and pain that comes with being human. And in this moment, on this planet, at this time, we need as many hearts open. We ask that this solar eclipse ignite the light within our heart. We ask that this solar eclipse spark the light in all people's hearts just a little bit more. We ask that this solar eclipse reignite the light in the hearts of all of humanity. We ask that this solar eclipse soften the hearts of all people just a little bit more. And in some small ways, and maybe big ways too, that we stop turning against each other, that we stop turning away from each other, sensing how long that cycle, that program, that way of being for humanity has been going on. And of course, it was going on before we even chose to be here at a soul level. Seeing if you can find the light within your heart to soften any part of you that wants to harden, or that has hardened itself off and closed itself off from the world or from another. And just imagining just a little bit the hearts and the light within those hearts of the people all over the world who have the power to influence decisions that are happening on the planet right now, in all corners of the planet. Imagining their souls coming in just a little bit more, their hearts opening just a little bit more. And I want you to whisper 3 times, peace, peace, peace. Peace, peace, peace. Peace, peace, peace. And then may we return to ourselves. May we return to our bodies. May we return to each other. May we return to the earth. May we return to ourselves. May we return to our bodies. May we return to each other. May we return to the earth. May we return to ourselves. May we return to our bodies. May we return to each other. May we return to the earth. Peace, peace, peace. Peace, peace, peace. Peace, peace, peace. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. We ask that this solar eclipse reignite the divine child within each and every one of us. The one that chose to be here on this planet, in this body, at this time. What a time we chose to come. We choose to reach and take hold of the thread that we have the opportunity to hold for the healing of humanity in our own grounded small way, that we be guided by that. And remember how much of a revolutionary act keeping our hearts open through the extremes of life is. How softening into the light of our own heart, the light of humanity in this does not mean bypassing the rest. It's impossible to be connected to that light in a grounded way, right down to the cells, without being with what is. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Feeling your connection to all of us who have gathered for this meditation. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Feeling the connection with the person on your left, sending your love, support, and light and peace to them. Receiving these qualities from the person on your right now. Sending your witnessing, your gratitude, your love to the person on your right. And receiving these qualities from the person on your left. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Beautiful. Feeling your body beginning to stretch slowly. Noticing your senses. Your senses. It's through your body's senses that you can experience spirit. Without them, it's impossible. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you taste? What do you smell? And just noticing it. Beautiful. That was so powerful. And yeah, just really want to invite you, if you feel called, to share the message you received about this eclipse. It might just be a word, an invitation, a calling for yourself. And then perhaps for humanity as well. And my invitation for us always is, what's the grounded action we're being called to take? Let go of the past, surrendering, peace. It was very emotional for me. Yeah, eclipses are really emotional times. And when we connect in together, it's impossible to connect in together as one without feeling what is. And to be human right now is a lot. It is a lot. I do believe that we all chose to be here at this time, in this body, in our ancestral lines. And, that can seem like it's like, oh, what a special time to be here. And it is in some ways, but it's not a straightforward time to be here. I do believe there is the silver lining, if there is one, and there's like the positive way of looking at it, and then the other as well. And I choose to be about holding the vision for the positive one, because I think this is why I chose to come. I think this is probably why you chose to come as well. And in order for us to bring about this change, we have to not be overwhelmed by the situation, and we have to come into our bodies, feel in order to heal, and then anchor into the physical. Intuition, guidance, ideas, inspiration, it's all pointless without grounded action. So it's why my guides, the ancient grandmothers, keep on telling me, reach for the thread, the healing thread that you have for the healing of humanity. It's the next grounded step. What's the one thing that you could say, what would love have me do today? So holding the vision, beautiful. Tears and joy and agony, equilibrium. Shine the light on what's hidden. Enjoy the present. Beautiful, beautiful. I am, this is my new book. This is not a real copy. This is like they call it an uncorrected proof. So it's not really what it looks like. It's actually a hardcover. But this book, which I wrote, which is coming out end of October, is really about anchoring our light into physical matter, descending into the physical body, descending into the ancestry, descending onto the earth, to each other, coming back into each other's arms. It addresses this collective dark night of the soul that I do believe we're going through, which can have the potential. It does have the potential. It has the seeds, and we each have those seeds within us to be part of a rebirth of humanity. The phrase "a new earth," I love it. But for me, it's about a new humanity rather than a new earth. I think it's more like the ancient earth, and a new humanity. We have to return to our humanity in order to transform it. And that requires returning to our bodies, returning to each other, and returning to what has been stored in the cells. I'm going to be doing an event, and it's free for everyone who pre-orders, where I will be really sharing, bringing the book to life, and I will be really creating space for us to experience deep cellular healing, ancestral healing, personal healing as well. So yeah, and I'll be doing a little bit of that as well at Mystical Connections on Saturday. It's a free event. It's with Hay House. I'm one of several speakers. I'll be doing readings. I'll be channeling the ancient grandmothers of the earth that I connected to when I had this life-changing mystical experience, which my new book opens with. It's called "Fall Into My Arms," and actually you can listen to a free chapter of that. I'll make sure we've got the link in, I think it's RebeccaCampbell.me/first chapter access if you want to listen to it. It holds the codes of what we have touched on today. So yeah, the book is called "Your Soul Had a Dream, Your Life Is It." How to be held by life when it feels like everything is falling apart. And it says, this is a book about rebirth, which means it's also about death, for rebirth isn't possible without it. This is a book about healing, which means it's also about feeling, for healing isn't possible without it. This is a book about finding yourself, which means it's also about losing yourself. For finding yourself isn't possible without it. This is a book about new beginnings, which means it's also about endings, for new beginnings aren't possible without them. It's my deepest work yet, and it really is the next body of my work. the next body of work of mine. I don't know how to say that. New humanity, yes. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So yeah, if you fancy more of this with the meditations, head to come see me at Mystical Connections. That link is there in the comments, or and come pre-order my book and you can attend. It's a 2-hour workshop. It's going to be absolutely amazing. It's also on the October 31st, which is Samhain, which for those who don't know is basically Halloween. Samhain is the Celtic it's part of the wheel of year. It's a Celtic day of ancestral connection where the veil is thin. And so, when the veil is thin, we can connect in with the ancestors. We can receive their support. We can send healing all the way back and all the way forward. And we can also just connect in with the unseen world of spirit. All earth-based Indigenous traditions have some kind of honoring of these times of the year when the veils between the worlds are thinner. And I think this is all about like this remembering these ancient wisdom traditions of all of our ancestries that have been severed tragically, people persecuted over and over and over again, and it's still happening. We must stop it. We must keep our hearts open, turn towards each other. It's why I use so much in my work, and I'll be doing it at both of those events, chant the power of sound. Because when we enter into that altered space, we are able to shift and heal and feel beyond the words, beyond the labels, beyond the stories. This is where real healing happens. And it's urgent that we do this. It really, really is. Some of you may have been part of Channel the Goddess. I did 3 events last week, and they're amazing. We sent so much healing. We did a beautiful water ritual, sending peace into the waterways. And I can see we've got some mystery school people who've enrolled. Yeah, so the mystery school is open for enrollment until midnight tonight. So if you want to join, if you want to deepen into the way of the mystic, connecting in with the intelligent pulse of life, of connecting in with ancient wisdom that can't be learned in books, and working with nature spirits as a guide, cosmos as guide, plants, trees, flower, water as guide, then Melinda, yes, you're part of the mystery school. You're welcome to join the Inner Temple Mystery School. Just head to RebeccaCampbell.me /mystery school. All right. So let's just take a deep breath together to close this space that we've created, and we'll do so on behalf of all who've gathered, who might have had to drop off. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Closing the space, acknowledging the spirits and custodians of the land where you are, where I am, known and unknown. And just whispering 3 times, thank you, thank you, thank you. Deep breath in and out. Beautiful. Thank you so much for being here with me in my hotel room. The wall color isn't normally my regular decor, but I decided to do it anyway. Lots of love.